Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Youngs. Today, I'll be showing you guys Hexcaster Arc. This is a vanilla auto rifle that was brought back into Year 3 through Rise of Iron. I did get this as an endgame Crucible drop. Anyway, let's just quickly go over the perks that I have on this thing. So for the sights, I run red.oas. We have rangefinder. In the middle, perfect balance, appended mag, and reinforced barrel. I go with perfect balance for the extra stability. And life support, so okay perks on this auto, I guess. Now before we get into, I do want to mention this is a high rate of fire, low impact auto rifle. Same archetype as an assembly too. Anyway, let's just get right into the gameplay. So, Hexcaster Arc versus the Ultra Knife for the DPS test. It took me 118 shots to put him down, having to reload once, that reload clocking in at about 2 seconds long, each headshot dealing 278 damage, and it took me 10 seconds to kill him. Alright, let's talk a little bit about PvE with Hexcaster Arc. So this does have a high mag size of 60 and does have that high rate of fire. This will definitely shred through lower tier enemies, and even against bosses like the Ultra Knight, it still has some DPS potential, has a pretty decent reload as well as the high mag, so it could do okay. And of course, since this is an auto rifle, you are going to have to be pretty close to your enemies in order to get the full damage out of it. And, it always depends on perks and the activity that you are doing. Pretty sure you're not going to take Hexcaster into Wrath of the Machine on hard mode. I just feel like there are a lot better options out there for you. Anyway, let's get right into PvP with Hexcaster. So, was this a fun auto to use in PvP? Actually, it kind of was. It's a high rate of fire, so obviously it could shred at those close to medium range encounters. I would say slightly beyond sidearm range, all the way through hand cannon range is probably where this thing shines the most, somewhere approximately in that range. So if you could get somebody off guard in that situation, well, more than likely you're just going to shred through them and it shouldn't be a problem. I do find these high rate of fire auto rifles to be a very good counter to shotguns actually. Obviously do not let them get close enough to shotgun you, but while they're running at you or whatnot, this thing will literally just tear through them, and it could be a very good counter. Obviously, just stay away from corners and tight corridors. You guys know the deal. Hexcaster would be a pretty good choice for a primary weapon if you are rocking a sniper rifle in your special slot, and a bunch of the enemies on the, opposing team obviously are rocking shotguns, then this would definitely be a good choice for a primary. Obviously, it could take care of that close range work for you pretty effectively and efficiently. Also, Hexcaster isn't nearly as punishing if you miss a headshot and, get a body shot instead as most of the primaries, of course, due to the high rate of fire. So, as long as you're just hitting your enemy, whether body shot or headshot, as long as you're just hitting your enemy and not missing entirely, then you won't have a problem using this thing. And speaking of, what are the damage numbers for Hexcaster Arc? This will deal 15 damage to the head and 12 damage to the body, but of course you do have to be fairly close to your enemy in order to get these numbers. I do not recommend trying to snipe people with this auto. It's just not going to work out too well for you. So it'll take 14 shots to put somebody down if all your shots are headshots, or it'll take 17 shots to put somebody down if all your shots are body shots. It could also take 13 headshots and 1 body shot to kill your enemy, or 12 headshots and 2 body shots. What is the time to kill on Hexcaster? Well, let's say it takes 14 shots to kill your enemy. It'll take 0.9 seconds, so this could definitely compete in the right situations. Like I said earlier, if you are using a sniper rifle and you need a good primary that can possibly counter shotguns, well, this wouldn't be a terrible choice. Anyway, guys, go ahead and leave in the comments, do you have a Hexcaster Arc? And if you do, what do you think of it and what perks are on yours? Overall, I actually had a lot of fun with this in the Crucible. I didn't seem to have a problem whatsoever getting kills, getting kill streaks, getting my footage, blah, blah, blah. It didn't really take me long, and I had fun doing it. Most importantly, it is pretty satisfying tearing somebody up with this high rate of fire auto. Is this going to be the best in every single situation in the Crucible? Well, probably not. Probably not. You could easily get outgunned using this too. If you are in a primary battle, just make sure you're in the right range. I can't stress that enough. And of course, always try and outplay your enemy. Get that first shot on them before they get a shot on you if possible. Anyway, I think that's pretty much gonna wrap this one up. I am currently working on Icebreaker as well, you know, the year 3 review. I know I'm kind of procrastinating it, but it'll eventually get done. I kind of am just taking my time with it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and leave us up if you haven't already if you want to see more weapon reviews similar to this one. I'm always covering weapons here in Destiny. Anyway, guys, I will see you next time.